Well, finally this hour, it was a blockbuster week at the box office.
Yeah, the trifecta of Disney's Moana 2, Universal's Wicked, and Paramount's Gladiator 2 helped take total box office receipts to an estimated $420 million. That is a record for the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. For more, let's bring in Erik Davis. He is the managing editor of Fandango. Erik, good to have you with us. So big picture. I mean, last year we had Barbenheimer. Now we have these three movies all kind of coming together at the same time. Every year, I feel like we have this conversation, we do this story, like, is the box office dead? And then at the end of the year, it has this great resurgence and things are great. Is that what we're seeing this year, or is there something different at play?
Yeah, no, I think we've already proven that people still want to go to the movies, and they're willing to come out in large droves if it's an event type film, or in the case of this weekend, multiple films that punctuated pop culture, that took over your social media feeds, and I think why these films did so well is that they're all audience friendly. If you look at the audience scores for all of these movies on Rotten Tomatoes, they're all really high in the 80s and 90s. So when you have audience friendly movies that they're going to talk to their friends and family about, you pair it with a holiday weekend where people just need to get the kids out of the house. It's a perfect recipe for this kind of business. And I think it's great for movie theaters to see this success over the holiday weekend.
Moana 2, it actually led the weekend pack. These three movies we keep talking about, it made more than twice what some experts predicted. Why do you think it did that? How did it work out like that?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, first of all, Moana, the first Moana, was the biggest, the most streamed movie on Disney Plus in 2023. Wow. And so this film was a monster, and similar to Inside Out 2, which was from Pixar. This was Disney Animation's biggest opening ever, by the way. But you have these generations that are growing up, they're introduced to these films for the very first time. A lot of people probably watched Moana. It was their very first movie. And now they're sort of, they need to go see the sequels. They're, this is part of the fabric of their lives now. And I think that's why we saw such success with both Inside Out 2 and Moana 2, because the originals just meant so much to so many people.
I think the other thing we've learned in the last few years is movies have to be good. If they're not good, word spreads quickly and people actually don't see them. So that brings us to Wicked, highest grossing Broadway adaptation of all time. $262 million domestically since it opened, doing well overseas. What is behind this film's soaring popularity?
Well, first of all, it's the second highest grossing Broadway musical of all time. So you got a lot of people that are going to show up, and this first part, especially of Wicked, is just packed with song after song after song that are just beloved songs. So you have not only the Wicked crowd that's like, they're showing up multiple times to watch this movie, but then you just get the passerbys, the people that just want to go see an entertaining film that they can take the whole family to. Everybody understands this movie because they know The Wizard of Oz. So even if you haven't seen the musical, you can still really have a great time. My daughter went to go see it over the weekend, never saw the musical, absolutely loved the film. And so I think that's where you're getting this mix of audiences and repeat business, especially with Wicked. A lot of people going back to see it again and again.
All right, Erik Davis, good to have you with us. Love to see all this box office buzz going on right now.
Happy holidays. Happy watching. Thank you.
That's going to do it for this hour of Morning News Now.
But the news continues right now.